Hello everyone. So right now we are trying to use Roblox as a gamification platform to teach our students. But before that, let me show you how the way it looks if you have already made some gamifications by using Roblox. So this is actually the example of my dashboard of Roblox from the Roblox website, create.roblox.com dashboard creations. As you can see, I've already made a lot of gamifications, which is the educational one. So this is one of the example, which is test template. And if you scroll down, there will be showing the specification and also some customization or configuration of that game. And this is another game that I have already made, which is about English Kansas City racing game. And then this is another example of test template, which I have already made previously. If you click the configuration and then setting, it will be showing you more detail about the game, like the configuration, the descriptions, and everything that's needed to be set based on the gamification criteria, whether it's going to be educational or racing one, competitive one, or whatever that is. So these are some of the details of the configurations of each game. How do we do that? First, type roblox.com. After you have already clicked and type roblox.com, and then you might want to input your personal information first. Like for example, the birthday, the month, the day, and also the year. After you have already made it and then put the username, please try to make sure that the username never been used before by anybody. So the system of Roblox will be showing you a like red notification if it has already been made. So for example, if you click super, it seems that super have already been taken by so many people, then so that is why it wouldn't be able to be taken by you. Even like the name of Super Teguh has already been taken. So you have to make sure that the name is unique and specific and never been used before, never been taken before. Let's just say, what about English Academy Online? Wait, that name even has already been taken? EAO teacher. Oh, you have to make sure that there is no space when it is about name, username, EAO teacher, English Academy Online Teacher. Okay, and then the password, make it as simple as possible so that it is going to be easier for you to remember about the password. After that, don't forget to save the password. And for the gender, it's actually optional. You can choose it or you may not to choose it. And after that, you click sign up. Don't forget to save the password. After that, there will be verifications puzzle in which usually it will be in the form of moving that token, as you can see on the right window, to be in the right position or the right coordinate that is asked, which is x8. You just move the cursor to the left or to the right to make sure that that token on the right window is actually being moved to the right coordinate, which is x8. And then if you have already sure that it is on the right coordinate, click submit. Verification complete. After that, you can just click login if you've already made one. And that will be showing you and be leading you to your first page. And then you have to click create because you would like to create the game, right? You don't want to play it. You want to create the game and then start creating. Just click start creating. After you have already click start creating, it will be showing you this one, which is creation. As you can see that You haven't made anything yet, but as you can see on the dashboard of yours, there's this one uh, template that could be later on modified, but you don't need that. And you can also close that one about check your age because you already put your birthday, right? Also, if you click the avatar of yours on the right corner up there, and then it will be showing you like other things. And then if you click the dashboard, it will be showing you like home creation. And for the home, if you click Roblox Studio, you will be needing to download Roblox Studio application or software. Why? Because you need this software to modify or to create the game, and it can only be downloaded and installed on laptop or computer, not on tablet or even handphone. No. See, those are the specifications. If you'd like to install that, you have to install it on the laptop or computer. These are the specification. Then see, it is not available because when I was recording this one, I was using tablet. Now let's moving on by using laptop. This one was by using laptop. After I have already download the software and then install it on my laptop, then it will be showing you this one. If you click that icon on your desktop, which is showing Roblox icon, if you click that one, it will be opening this one to you, opening this platform to you. And then this is some of the game that I've already made. Before we are going to create one, let me show you the example of the game that I have already made, which is to show you how the way it could be used to play educational game for our student. So as you can see, this is the simple version. There will be also the advanced version, but let me just show you the simple version first so that you can get accustomed for the simple versions. As you can see, I provide some doors with blackboard of multiple choice, and then for each door is actually representing A, B, C. From the left one, that will be A, the middle one will be B, and then the right one will be C. And then will be also finished line. So it is going to be like individual competition, which is actually great also to test their understanding. And then you can just put the question on the blackboard. See, this is will be like the view, the overall view of the game. That is the simple one, the basic one. There will be the again the advanced one, but we are not yet going to talk about that one. So on the platform, the dashboard of the platform, if you click up and then click down, roll up and roll down, you'll be seeing some options that you can see. And this is another example that I've already made. Previous one was the empty one, and now the other example that has already been filled. And for this game, I filled the question with question from TOEFL. TOEFL structure and written expression. So I divided it into two groups, which is TOEFL structure and TOEFL written expression. Because this is only example, I only put like 4 questions for each group. The first group, which is TOEFL structure, there are only 4 questions. Meanwhile, the second groups, it is designated for TOEFL and written expression, also for question. So as you can see, those are the questions that I have already put, which is only A, B, C multiple choice. Then as you can see, the Roblox basically only provide 3 option doors. It could be also 4, but to make it simple and easier, I just put like 3 option of door, which is make it a lot easier. And then if they manage to answer all of the questions by go through the right door, and then they will be able to go to the finish line, and then their name will be listed on the leaderboard beyond the finish line. The leaderboard is actually this one. So the name of the students will be listed automatically by the system if they manage to cross the finish line. So that's actually the idea of the game. How do we are going to play that? If we click play, blue the symbol of play, the blue symbol of play up there, then it will be showing the walkthrough of the game that looks like this one. So it is actually in the form of Lego avatar. Then you just have to answer the question by choosing A, B, or C. A, B, C. And then the answer for this one is actually C. And then for the second question, we just have to read it again. This is TOEFL structure. Will it be A, B, or C? The answer for this one is A. So you have to go to door A. See? What about if you go to the wrong door? This is what happens if you go to the wrong door, which is go to the B option. Your avatar, your Lego avatar will die and scramble down, and you will be sent back, teleported back to the original point, to the starting point. So let's go to the right answer, which is door A. Again, left door representing A, middle door is representing B option, and the right door is actually representing C answer. And then the answer for this one is actually A. So I even use this one when I was teaching TOEFL or even IELTS. Well, as you can see that the question is not childish at all, but can we consider that the whole platform is childish? Not necessarily so, because as you can see that even if it is in the form of game, right? But the question is still a serious one. It is not a childish one, the question. So basically, they are still answering all of the question seriously. They have to think critically to be able to choose the right door. But it is just that the display of the platform will make the whole experience or the process of answering the questions will be less pressure, right? Because without this one, it will make them even more pressured and even more bored when they are learning about this one. Again, they have to just get back from the work activity for the whole day, and they need to lower down their stress, their pressure that they have already experienced the whole day. So by using this platform, let's just say this is not game. This is like interactive platform, right? Interactive platform that is meaningful and also sparking their critical thinking. Instead of just childish game, this is not even childish at all, because if you can see from the question, there is no childish at all from the question above there. Even children wouldn't be able to answer that. So it is only like the display of the platform that will make it even less pressure. Now, if the avatar have already crossed the line, the finish line, then the name of the avatar will be listed on the leaderboard. So that if you click that red button, and then it will be stopped. See, that's the way how. So if you see up there, there is like a blue play button. That's the way how to play the game, to see the simulation of the game. If you want to stop it, just click the red cube button to stop it. Okay, this is like the overall perspective of the game. You can move around like this to see the whole situation. Again, this is the basic version so that you can understand the basic. And let's get out from the game, and then let's learn how the way to create that kind of interactive platform. Let's just say it as an interactive platform. Again, if you click my experience, as you can see, you will be able to see some of the games that you have already created. As you can see, since this is actually mine, I've already created a lot of gamification platform for any kind of level, from junior high school, senior high school, university students. It doesn't really actually matter, because what you put in the platform is not a childish random question, but those are meaningful and sparking their critical thinking. That's what's important here, right? You're not just merely playing the game randomly without any purpose at all. No, they're actually learning in an interactive way. Let's choose this one. Let's choose one of the template, which is flat terrain. There are actually so many templates. You can just moving left or moving right, or you can view more if you'd like to see more option of template. But let's click this one first. It's our first simulation on the way how to create game by using Roblox. You'll be seeing this one, this meadow green grass. So you can move around by using click right of your mouse, or moving left or right by using your cursor of your laptop keyboard, or moving forward or backward also by using the cursor. And if you would like to rotate like this one, you have to click right on your mouse, hold it, and then move your mouse around, and then it'll be moving in rotation like this one. And then you can also use A and D, or letter W, letter S, and if you would like to moving the perspective up and down, you have to click Q and E on your keyboard. Letter Q and letter E. Q and E if you would like to moving up and down, and W and S if you would like to moving it backward and forward, and A and D if you would like to moving in right and left, just like so. Practice and get accustomed to the perspective of your keyboard on this platform of Roblox. And then the first thing that you would like to have will be to get the starting point first. How do we to find the starting point? You might want to scroll down, and then after that, click this model, which is starting point. If you click it, and then it will be showing on the platform like so. If you click it on the platform, which is that one, and then if you click move up here, if you click move, and you can see that one, red, green, blue. If you click hold and drag it, click hold drag, click hold drag, and then it will be moving left, right, up and down, left, right, up and down. Especially if it is up and down, you have to make sure that 0 is the starting point. The original position is 0. So if it is more than 0, it will be even upward. If it is even minus, then it will be even downward. If you want to make sure that it is on its original position, it is exactly on the surface level, then it will be 0. Okay, that will be how the way to determine. And then let's try to find another model that we need, which is brick wall. Now type brick wall. And then after you have already typed brick wall, there will be a lot of options of brick wall. But my favorite and the most functional one is this one. Click this one, and then it'll be showing you like that. And then as you can see, if you click move, and then there will be arrow like that one. Click hold drag, click hold drag. That's the way how you're moving at the brick wall, to the left, to the right, forward, backward, and you could also try to rotate it just by click rotate or scale. Let's try rotate. The green one is for horizontal position, horizontal rotation. So 90 degree is like, yeah, 90 degree rotation. Or if you click the blue one, it will be moving just like so. Again, remember, 0 is the original positions. 0 is the original positions. So if you kind of confused what is actually the original position of the wall, always moving back to 0. And then let's click scale. If you click scale, you can adjust the width, the length, and also the height of that object, whatever object it is. So for example, the object that we are putting on our platform right now is actually brick wall. Then we are going to adjust the shape of this object. So if you click the red dot, you can see also the color, the number. The number is actually representing the meters. So you can see it is actually 100 meters, not centimeter, but 100 meters. So that's the representation of 100 meters length wall, brick wall. If you would like to make it longer, just click, hold, drag the red dot. The red dot is actually to make it longer, 300 meters. Okay, let's make it 300 meters. And how do we to create another one? You, instead of finding another brick wall, you just click move. Then after that, right click. After you right click, and then you could just choose duplicate. Right click, duplicate, or you can just simply Control C and Control V on your keyboard. Control C and Control V, then it will be automatically duplicated. And then you just click, hold, drag that blue arrow to drag out the duplicated versions. And then you could just repositioning the duplicated versions on the other side so that it will be creating a long hallway in which in the middle we're going to put the doors, right? Again, this is how the way to moving around by using your mouse. Click right of your mouse, hold it, don't release it, and then move your mouse around, and then it will be moving around the perspective. And then let's click another brick wall again so that we can repositioning this brick wall as the starting point, also as the end point. Let's rotation it 90 degree and then moving it closer to the other wall, just like so. You can try to adjust the perspective or the position of the wall, just like so. And then after that, let's adjust the scale to make it longer so that the other end is actually touching the other wall on the left side by clicking scale. After you click the scale, you can repositioning the height and then also the width and also the length. After you have already repositioning the length, then try to move your camera perspective all over the way to make sure that it is actually, you can zoom in or zoom out by using also the mouse, the roller of your mouse. If you roll your mouse upward, and then it will be moving closer, zoom in. Oh, as you can see, there is gap. So let's click move. After you have already clicked move, and then try to zoom out first by using the roller of your mouse, and then move it a little bit closer so that it is actually closing, and then Control C, Control V, so that we can just copy paste the duplicated versions as a ending point. This is the starting point, right? Now let's create the ending point, which let's repositioning the wall exactly right. That okay, cool. You can try to zoom in to see if all the corners of the wall has already been, perfect. And then you can just move around closer, zoom in, zoom out, go up and go down. Don't forget, if you like to go up and go down, upward and downward, you just click letter Q and letter E on your keyboard. And then let's reposition the starting points. After that, we need the door. Click and type guess the right door. Guess the right door. And then you'll be able to see a lot of options of the door, just like so. But my favorite one and the most functional one gonna be this one. Each door actually has already been equipped with code. So the most functional code for the door for the guessing purpose is actually this one. As you can see, this series of door has only four lines of door, and for each line there are like three doors. And now let's rotate horizontally the green one 90-degree, just like so. And then let's readjusting the scale. Let's make it bigger so that it's going to be as big as the hallway, the alley, I mean. Okay, we have to make sure that the length of the door is actually touching with the each side of the wall, the right side and also the left side. If you already sure that all of the door is already touching the left and also the right side, and then let's readjusting the position by moving it forward, backward. Well, depend on your perspective. From this perspective, it is actually moving left and moving right, right? Okay, everything seems perfect. And then if you moving up and downward like that, you can see the black platform. If you don't want the black platform to be seen, just moving it downward. If you move it downward just like that, the black platform will be hidden under the ground. So why the wall has to be wide like that, so that the door will also bigger, or else the door will be like too small. And now let's make the wall to be even longer, because let's make more than four doors, so that we need to create the space first. If you click shape or scale, as you can see, 800 meters. Let's make it into 800 meters length. And then for the other one also, if you click scale and then stretch it into 800 meters, just like so. And then for this one, click move and then drag with the blue arrow to the positions at the end of the wall. Let's make it perfect so that it will make the shape of perfect rectangular. Try to zoom in so that it's more visible. Okay, it's perfect now. Now let's move around. Remember again, you can just use the mouse or the cursor of your laptop or keyboard, or by using the roller of your mouse to be able to zoom in or zoom out. And to make it sliding to the left and to the right, just use the cursor of your laptop or your keyboard. Okay, now let's copy paste the series of this door. Click right and then click duplicate, or Control C and Control V, and then drag that blue arrow, and then the duplicated versions could be dragged out from the original series. And then let's see. As you can see that it is actually series of the same color, right? Which is, as you can see, the first one has see the exactly same color. So to make it even less predictable for the students, let's rotate the second series of doors so that it's going to be less predictable. The green one for horizontal one. Okay, after that, if you've already seen that, and then Let's try to create another one. So we will have like 3 series of door. And then just click that one and then duplicate or Control C and Control V. And then after that, you just drag it out just like so. And then to make the, okay, let's rotate it just like so. So that's going to be less predictable. Now let's create more space for the finish line. Scale and then stretch it by using the red dot. If you stretch it by using the red dot, then okay, let's stretch it to exactly 900 centimeter. 900 meters, sorry, 900 meters. If it has already been reaching 900 meters, okay, we can drag also the closing wall. If the closing wall has already been put in the positions, now we can try to check it again if the whole things has already been in the right positions. If the whole things has already been in the right position, and then the next things that you could do is you can try to create the, you have to check it again. This is the original position of the first one. You can readjusting the starting point after you have already finished readjusting the starting point. And then let's try to create the blackboard. The blackboards to put the information. So the way, how do I to do that? Just type export. If you already click export, then the export will be shown. You can just choose this one. This one is the best one. The best export. Okay, you can just choose that one. And as you can see, the export is 3 positions on the wall. Like that, you can try to move the export on the outside of the wall so that the area of the door will not going to interfere with the adjustment of the export. So let's drag the export right outside of the wall. So we have to make it a little bit bigger first by clicking the scale so that later on it will be easier being seen by the student. But that, let's rotate it so that the text will be moving inward just like so, 180 degree. And then let's, so it's going to be seen like that by the students. As you can see that it will be positions on the outside of the wall. And if you don't want the supporting wood to be seen by the students, just moving it downward just like that. And then after that, let's moving the export just like so. And then let's readjust the scale so that it could be even seen by the students if we put the question or the text on it. Just like so. If you think that the size is big enough already, and then you can try to copy paste it by click that one, and then you can copy paste and then drag out the copied versions or the duplicated versions on the left side. And then after that, for this one as well, just copy paste, click and then copy paste, Control C, Control V, and then the duplicated versions could be just dragged out by using the red button, the red arrow. Control C, Control V, and then drag it out by clicking the red arrow, just like so. Control C, Control V, and then drag it out. Control C, Control V, and then drag it out again. just like so. Or if you somehow right click of your mouse, and then there will be another option of window, you can click duplicate, and then the duplicated versions could be dragged out from the original one by using the red arrow. And then again, Control C, Control V, drag out, Control C, Control V, and then drag it out again. Control C, Control V, and then drag it out again. Drag it out again from the original position. Control C, Control V, and drag it out again. This is the last blackboard. All right. Now let's see. All of the blackboard have already been in the position. So this is how it is going to be seen from the perspective of the students. If all of the blackboard have already in positions facing inward of the wall of the hallway or of the alley. Now, how do we to customize the text? So you have to make sure that the door area will not going to interfere. Just click move and then move it downward. So you can see that blue line is actually the area of the door. So it will interfere whenever you would like to make customizations on the text. So you have to make sure that the blue line is actually not touching the blackboard. You have to moving it downward just like so. All of the other series of the door as well, not just the first series but also the second series, moving it downward like that. And then for the third series of the door also, let's move it. Okay, great. Now after we have already moved all of the series of the door downward like that, then we can customize the text. The text is up to you, or you can just simply copy paste it from the materials, but you have to make sure that it is going to be ABC multiple choice, because as you can see we only have like 3 options. Now the question is, what about if the questions in the materials is not even about multiple choice of ABC? Then it is going to be your job to convert that question into ABC multiple choice, even if it is not in ABC multiple choice, but it is going to be your job to convert it into ABC multiple choice. That will be it. That's the way how to play this game. Okay, because it is only ABC, let's make it simple. Let's just put dots like this. Let's pretend that dots is actually the options statement, and then let's just copy paste it to make it faster. But later on, you could just copy paste it from the material. See, that's what happened if somehow the door is on the way. The area of the door will keep on interfering whenever you would like to customize the text. So you have to make sure that the door area is actually downward and it's not going to interfere with the customization of the blackboard. Let's just copy paste the whole thing. Let's just pretend that all of those questions there were copy pasted from the original lesson that we have already converted into ABC multiple choice. Let's copy paste for this one as well. Let's copy paste for this one as well, and then see, that's what happened if you accidentally touch the blackboard again. The previous one will be automatically deleted. So you have to make sure that your mouse cursor is not touching the blackboard again, or else the text that you have already copy pasted will be somehow turned blank again. Now let's move the door upward again. You have to make sure that the black platform will stay hidden under the grass, just like so. So you see that blue lines, so that is why previously I put the series of these four doors downward so that the blue line will not interfere with the customization of the text. Let's put it, make sure that the black platform is hidden under the grass. Wait, we can still see the black platform. Let's moving it even downward like so. Okay, cool. So if you're already sure that it is in the right position, you have to check the whole things. If everything's in the right positions, now let's give it a try to make sure that it actually work, right? So you can see we have three series of door. Now let's try to create the finish line. Let's type finish line. If we type finish line, there will be some option of finish line that we could choose. Let's just choose, probably choose this one. Then this is the original size, which is a little bit small. Let's make it bigger. Again, by using rotation, let's rotate it horizontally 90 degree. Then after that, let's reshape it to make it bigger, just like so. And then the other side as well, so that it's actually closing the gap of the wall. And let's moving it upward by clicking the green one, and then okay, that's the finish line. So whenever the Lego avatar of the student or the participants crossing this finish line, then their score will be listed on the leaderboard. Now, if we have already created the finish line, now let's create the leaderboard. Now let's type leaderboard, and then there will be some option of leaderboard shown. So I will be choosing leaderboard that also showing the display of the Lego avatar of the winner. So the Lego avatar of the winner will be also shown on the right side, just like so. Let's rotate it first so that it will be facing inward instead of facing sideward like that. Instead of facing sideways, let's rotate it 90 degree like so. Okay, now let's readjust the scale so that it'll be even bigger. Click scale, click that red button, make it as big as you want. And then after that, let's repositioning the upward and the downward. Let's make it upward so that the whole things could be seen. Oh, see that avatar, Lego avatar representations on the left side is actually being cut by the wall. Let's make it a little bit smaller by readjusting the scale, just like so. So if you're sure that the whole things is actually inside the wall, so it is perfect then. So whenever the avatar of the participants crossing, see, some part of the leaderboard is actually still outside of the wall. Let's moving it, okay, inward, just like so. So their name will be listed on the screen, and the representations of the Lego avatar of the participants will be as shown on that Lego representation avatar. After we have already shown that it is on the right place, let's check the whole thing. Again, you can use your mouse to zoom in or zoom out, or moving left or moving right, or using also your keyboard. And then let's give it a try. Let's click that blue play button up there. If you click the blue play button up there, then we'll be seeing the simulation version, the simulation versions of the whole game. Oh yeah. We also have to make sure that the experience, you have to click file and then find experience, and then you have to turn on the URL setting and also the other setting to make sure that it could be detected by the internet. After you have already click file and then click experience and then turn on the URL setting, click the API setting, then it will be able to be played. And then when you are renaming the game, just give it name whatever you want. Okay, this is the example. If we click the blue play button up there, if we click the blue play button on the bar up there, then it will be showing us the simulation of the game. You just have to make sure that all of the setting again, click file and then click experience and then turn on the URL, turn on the API. If you have already turned on all of those settings from file and then experience and then turn on the URL, HTTP, turn on the API, and then turn on all of the other things that is necessary, then the game could be detected by the internet. And then let's click the blue button, the blue play button. If you click it, then it'll be showing you the simulation of the game that will look like this. So that is actually the representation of the Lego avatar. So you can just move the Lego avatar by using your cursor, or if you're using tablet, you can just moving it around by using your finger. And then as you can see, if you go to the right door, you can just go through. But if you go and hitting the wrong door, then you're gonna die. Let's give it a try. What will happen if you, again, if you touch the wrong door? If you touch the wrong door, for example, like this one, then you will die. The Lego avatar of the participants will be scrambled down and will be teleported back to the starting point. Because I have already remember all of the color of the right one. The first one is blue. So you can just put the answer for the first one as B. Then the second one is C. And then the third one will be C as well. So it is gonna be the white one. So if you have already remembered all of the position of the right answer, the color of the right answer, then you can just readjusting the questions of the multiple choice by following the right answer for this one, because it actually has been rotationed from the previous one. Then I know that the answer for this one is actually the green one, which is the C, because I've already remembered. So, but students won't be able to remember. And the second one will be A, this one. The third one will be A as well. The fourth one will be B, this one in the middle. And because the third series is also being rotationed, so I have already known for this one will be B, but the students won't be able to remember. This one will be C, this one. The other one will be C as well. And the last one will be A, this one, the green one. Usually the students won't be able to remember. They only think that, oh, probably this actually randomized. And then if the avatar managed to cross the finish line, then the name of the avatar will be listed on the board up there. Then the representation of the avatar will be played up here. See, you can see that's the representation of the avatar, which is bocil abnormal. See, it is actually as easy as that, right? So again, this is going to be an interactive platform that could also be used by the teacher. As you can see, there's also this chat box. So the students can just chat around among them in here. And that's the name of the participant. If you click that one, there will be like a more profile of the avatar of the participant. And you can also get voice chat or chat or more menu. There will be more detailed of the specification of the avatar of the participant. And if you click this one, if you click live, and then the avatar will be living the game experience, just like so. See, that's the way how. Or you could also click that black, I mean the red cube. See, this is the way how. The way how to create the educational gamification idea for your students, like I've already shown you previously. And this is the basic template. The example that I just shown to you just now was actually just by using the basic template of Roblox. See, this is the whole things. Let's see it again. As you can see, all of the blackboard should be positioned outside of the wall so that the area of the door will not interfere with the customizations of the text on the blackboard. All right, I think that's clear already on the way how to customize or create your own game in Roblox. How do we, and as you can see, if you scroll down, there will be a lot of other models as well that you can put into the platform. Any kind of model, as long as you think that it will be necessary for the game, then it's okay. But as you can see, because I don't want the students to play other unnecessary variable of the game, so that I'm not adding other additional models that is not necessary and unrelated to the educational purpose that I meant for the students. So I just make it as simple as it is, so that they just read the question, choose the multiple choice, and then go to the right door based on the options that they made. Okay, now let's get out from the experience. Now let's see the other example of game from the advanced one that I have already created. The other game that I would like to show will be about, let's see, as you can see that I made quite a lot of game about any kind of educational purpose, which is by using different templates. Let's click this one. This game I was using a more advanced template. The same basic principle applies for the starting point, for the doors, and also for the text board. But in this case, I was using the template that is a little bit different, which is I was using the template of city. And then as you can see that this is the city that I have already created, in which if you see from the template that were provided for all of the new beginner, city was actually one of the templates. So if you click that city templates, and instead of using wall, I was actually lining up all of the buildings in the template of the city, and then the line up building was actually acting as the wall, so closing the right and also the left side of the doors, so the participant cannot be moving around else than through the door. So as you can see that was the question that I put, which was about tenses. The same principle applies. So I've already remembered all of the answer or the door that will go through, that you can go through, which is the first one will be green, and then white, and then red, and then blue. And then the things that you have to do is you just have to put the multiple choice options based on the color of the door. So this one is red one, and I've already known that the next one will be blue one. So you have to put question number 4 as B for the answer. And then the student's avatar Lego will just go through the door. So as you can see, this is the buildings of the city from the template of the city that you could see if you choose the template of the city, in which you might want just have to line up all of the buildings and all of the instruments of the building, like bus waiting terminal, or maybe garbage bin that I put lined up to make sure that the students won't be able to go through else than from the door. And then for this one, I have already known that the answer will be C, so you just have to go to door with a white color, and then I have already known about this one, which is the answer will be A, and then you have to just go through the door with green color, which is that one. So if you see that this is a more advanced template, which is instead of using a blank template like I've used previously. Oh yeah, for this glass ball, you just type glass ball. If you type glass ball and are searching, then it will be showing you this one, glass ball, which actually could be used, as you maybe you remember when you are watching Jurassic Park. This vehicle actually exists in the from the movie of Jurassic Park, which is actually very interactive one, which could be used by the students. So, like I already mentioned previously, if you already know the basic of how to create the brick wall, how do we to create the text board, then it's gonna be easy for you to just line up all of the building on the left and on the right side of each door, so that it will be look as if that the students, they're just racing in the city, while actually the city was made by you. You just line up all of the buildings that is provided in the template of city, and you also line up all of the road. There'll be also like the template of the road, the template of the building. You might want just to line up all of the building, line up of the road, so that it will create the city as you can see like this one. So it is basically like a big circle. So instead of making a simple one with a brick being lined up on the left and on the right side, I made a more advanced one by lined up all of the building templates and all of the road template provided in the template of the city to make a big racing line, which in the shape of big O. As you can see, the students, they're basically just moving in big circle, circling the city. So this last line of series of door will be the last series of door that will lead the student to the finish line. And then the students could just go to the white one. And then the next one will be the green one because I've already remembered all of the color. But of course, the students wouldn't thought that it's actually being designed that way. And if they have already finished, they can just jump out of the glass ball. You can try to search this vehicle in the searching by type glass ball. And then a flying carpet, if you type flying carpet, there will be also a flying carpet being provided. You can put it in the finish line as a bonus. If the students click that, and then the students will be able to fly. And then to make it even more advanced and even more interactive, I even put some helicopters, which can actually be ride. You can actually ride all of those helicopters that I put on top of the wall, and they can just circling around the city by using that helicopter, which could also be used as a war helicopters for because each helicopters also attached with machine guns so they can just fighting to each other. And even outside of the city, I put this crazy T-Rex. So if you somehow fall down from the flying carpet, you'll be eaten by the T-Rex. If you somehow failed to run away from the T-Rex. So I wouldn't want to fall down, I just fly around. So as you can see that this is actually the whole city. Okay, so hopefully all of the examples that I have already provided here will be able to inspire you to make your own gamification platforms to be more interested. Even it doesn't really actually matter if the students are in EYL level or adults level, as long as all of the questions are meaningful and sparking their critical thinking, then instead of thinking this as a silly, random, stupid game, they will just thought that this is a meaningful one. Okay, thank you. And hopefully this will be able to help you to be inspired to create another interactive game for your student.